Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. We are back. We are back. We are back
Hello,
with
hello.
another episode of the No Cell Podcast. I am Dean. That over there is Gio. You know what you're coming here for. You're coming here to talk about your WWE news, sometimes your AEW news, depends on what you're in the mood for. Excuse me, what we're in the mood for, to be honest with you. And speaking of being in the mood for, fuck all this Raw report, fuck all this Smackdown report. We'll get to that shit in a second. You was bringing up something about the dark side of the ring, covering the plane ride from hell.
Yeah.
Even though I personally, there's like, they were wrong about Vince McMahon being on the plane. He was never reported of being on the plane. So that was the only thing I would say that was
That was rumor, yeah.
inconsistent with what I've always known. But then something else too. There's some backlash on the interwebs. People are mad at Tommy Dreamer. They want to cancel the Tommy Dreamer because he was defending Ric Flair. And what he did, he said that, Ric Flair opening up his robe and accosting, what some would call accosting a stewardess, having her backed up. And he's just, according to Tommy Dreamer, just helicoptering his well-endowed member, making her uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That sounds like a little bit sexual assault to me. But, regardless, Tommy Dreamer was like, he thinks it was a joke because, Ric Flair just wants to be funny. Then, everyone did, there was Rob Van Dam. They did report that, hey, one thing the boys like to see for some odd reason, a whole bunch of heterosexual men want to see another heterosexual male just swing around his dick. Don't know why the heteros do that, but whatever. That's y'all business. So you have that. Then people are mad at, I don't know why they're mad at Scott Hall because he had a drug problem. What did Scott Hall do? Did he do something to her too?
So
He was trying to, and then Goldust
he was making
stop him.
The difference. All right, so the difference was like, first of all, you can't condone you have, if you're going to condemn one, you condemn them all, right? But we forget when was the plane ride for hell? It was like in 2001. 2000.
Plane ride from hell.
Yeah.
It was.
We have to put it into context.
2002.
So here's the thing. If you're going to condemn one, if you're going to condemn Scott Hall for what he did, and we're going to get into what he did, and if you're going to get into what Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig did, and what Ric Flair did, where he was
hold on, Mr. Perfect was only violent. He didn't do. There was nothing reported about Mr. Perfect and women.
But that's what I'm saying though, is you're gonna fire him for getting violent with another wrestler. They had like a competition, but then someone that is swinging his dick around. You see, it doesn't.
But then you listen. You heard what Jim Ross said about him. You said
he's a man.
You heard the reason why. He's a made man.
And that's the thing is where, remember, it's 2001. We have to put it into context.
2002.
2002. Once 20 years, nearly 20 years ago, right?
Sure.
When he's doing all that stuff, right? He's swinging it and everything. I'm trying to watch my words because I'm not saying like, but as a guy, like I was in the military, we do stupid shit like that where it crosses that line of when you're swinging the dick, doing stupid stuff is when you're cornering the stewardess. However, what I said, he was just what I heard, he was just swinging it around, right? Mm-hmm. But then she said, "Oh well, then he told me to grab it." But then in other accounts, she's saying, "No, I didn't say that." So it's like, which one is it? But then Scott Hall is the one that actually tried to make advances.
Yes, she said that she didn't feel that
Rick was
trying to make advances. Yeah,
he was being stupid.
Yep. Here's the thing. One when it comes to they fired Scott Hall, and the reason why they fired Scott Hall sounded more so because they're just like, yeah, you just can't handle the road, not because of what he did to old girl. Just like, yeah, you just got way too fucked up. Because you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't that they fired him because of the accounts from the stewardess. It was because they saw his ass getting rolled around the airport. Now, even in 2002, you can't be fucking like the whole thing could go down the same exact way. With the exception of him cornering her, if he never goes near her, and let's say he fucking puts his dick on fucking RVD's shoulder, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Chavo Guerrero, Now, fair game, different ball game. We're all in the same locker room. So like you said, I've been in locker rooms. I know how it's
locker room shit. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, it was. I remember one time walking in, and I was about to go into the shower, and then I see. This one is when I was in college. I see our starting tight end and our starting defensive tackle wrestling in the showers naked, and I'm just like, "This is you niggas is so confusing." But so if he does it to one of them, I get it. But the fact that he did it to her, he messes it up. Mr. Perfect, them firing Mr. Perfect, that thing was kind of corny, but then I get it too. Well, I don't, because everyone was fucked up doing fucked up things. Like, X-Pac is cutting off the hair of producers, the Michael Hayes. You had goddamn, what's his name? The Gold Dust on the screen, like, singing and his love for fucking Terry Reynolds. And also too, Gold Dust did some fuck shit recently.
What did he do?
We gotta. So, like, hold on. Let me.
Go back. So going back to the thing with Ric Flair, I agree with you 1,000%. When we are all in on the joke, or like we know this is the environment, the locker room environment, it is okay to a certain extent within the locker room environment. But when you extend that olive branch to someone and you unsolicited, you just go to them and it wasn't welcomed, that's where you break the code. Just like, for example, shit I did in the military joking around, I can't do with other regular friends, or like how you and I speak sometimes off camera and stuff, like, or even on camera. I can't talk to someone off the street and just assume that no, we're on that level. It doesn't work like that, and that's where Flair fucked up.
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't think it needs to be vilified. It was already discussed years ago when it happened, and it's being brought up because it's cancel culture. It is what it is. Did he have a sexual assault case on him? Did he make she even said, I didn't think he just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, once again, I'm not here to judge anything or say anything. Like, I don't give a damn, but I will say this, that there was money settled and offered, and her husband pressured her to took it. She took it. Now I guess she took it with the I thought that she would be able to talk about it, or maybe she can't try to prosecute them or something or whatever. I don't know. She obviously didn't have an NDA because she got on here, but I thought but there may have been a reason why that she was able to talk. I thought she wouldn't be able to talk if she took the money, but listen, she was more offended by Scott Hall than she was by Ric Flair. Doesn't mean that what Ric Flair did was right. He should have kept it within the boys. You know what I mean?
Boys will be boys, but you can't bring that same mentality outside. That's the problem.
Yeah, you gotta just kind of be respectful with it. And then the fuck shit that Dustin Rhodes did. I can't find it, but basically there was somebody posted. So here we go.
Got it.
Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and share this screen. Listen here. Shout out to the homie Barry and Smarks. Barry Smarks is out here fighting the good fight against all these motherfuckers who are just a bunch of haters and assholes. So he and what I love what Barry Smarks does is he likes to show the double line, the fallacies that comes with the internet wrestling community, especially when it comes to AEW. So now look at this. Inside the Ropes put, according to a recent report, the WWE draft is seemingly set to take place on the 1st and 4th of October. Who would you like to see switch brands, right? So Dustin Rhodes puts, who gives a fuck? What does it matter, dude? You're in AEW. Why would you comment under here? Like, what would
the point? He's riding for his team.
That's gay, and that's fucking stupid. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. You're supposed to be a millionaire, like, bro. You go for AEW. Do you see any WWE stars commenting under the post saying, "Oh, fuck AEW, AEW's direct"? No,
very true.
This is some sideshow, mud show goof shit, and he's fucking acting like one right now. He's acting like he's from the fucking
and the crazy part about it is that
he's acting like his cousin is his mother right now. That's what he's doing. He's fucking being a cunt.
But like a lot of times when they break the fourth wall in regards to like AEW, a lot of superstars do it very tastefully, like WWE, and it's more supportive than it is talking shit to each other. He just blatantly said, "Who gives a fuck?" It sounds real bitter.
Because he is bitter. He's better.
They fucked up. Because Dustin Rhodes is a really good wrestler, and they used him for something that I don't. Goldust is a great character. I thought it was like it made me. When I saw him, I was like, "Is this a dude? Is it because remember he had the wig first? I didn't know. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? All our friends
The
used to do it.
Goldust
Yeah.
character gave him so much,
Yeah.
so much legs, so many years. So now that was obviously WWE knew what the fuck they were doing when they gave that to his ass.
But he's stuck there, and I feel like after a while, it's like the Dave Chappelle thing. Are you laughing with me, or are you laughing at me now?
It doesn't matter because now the motherfucker's still basically channeling Goldust, but now he just paints one side of his face like red and black versus the other. So now he's still into this shit.
But he doesn't have to do he doesn't have to do the most androgynous stuff anymore. I think that's
he was gonna get tits on his own regard.
Oh yeah.
Vince McMahon was like, nah, I don't need you doing that. So no. Dustin Rhodes is fine. He's just being a fucking loser for some odd reason, not being a professional, not understanding that one day you may have to go back. You may go back to the company. Maybe you won't. Maybe
Can you
maybe
give credit where
he's
credit's
not going
due, though? For 50 years old, he moves pretty well, and as big as he is.
Of course, but
he's that old school. Yeah,
it's cool, but nobody's paying to see him right now. No one gives a fuck. Same way no one gives a fuck about Big Show. They don't give a damn about Mark Henry. They don't care about them older wrestlers. Like they don't come to the show for that.
So
no one gives a damn about Billy Gunn and his kids. No one cares.
So they're all ricocheted. We call it ricocheted now. He's ricocheted.
Nah, I'm not gonna say they ricocheted because they're way better than Ricochet is. Like, them in their prime, Ricochet could never touch any of their jockstraps in their prime in regards to what the money they're drawing, the interest that people care about them. But no one gives a flying fuck about Dustin Rhodes, and I think that's what's hard. I think that's what's so hard on him and most AEW people is that besides your incubated group of people, no one gives a fuck about AEW. Like they don't. And I know everyone keeps saying, "Oh, well, they're beating Raw in the key demo. They're doing this. They're doing that." Yeah, okay. Do you not see WWE is legitimately ever a mainstream? If you turn on the goddamn PlayStation machine, and if there is WWE pay-per-view, that's going to be on there. Say, oh, you can watch the Money in the Bank on the Peacock app or whatever the fuck it is. Like WWE has commercials when it comes to Fox and their current sportscasters and the current sports stars. So when people are trying to say that, oh, AEW is going to one day take over the WWE, it's going to be a long, cold day in hell. It's going to take them a long ass time because of the way that WWE has gotten everyone trained, and rightfully so. But fuck these motherfuckers. We're here to talk about the WWE, and let's talk about this goddamn Raw. Let's talk about this Raw, baby, because this shit was fucking. It was a little bit off the chains. I was definitely appreciating it. So then, here's how we start this bad boy off. We start this mofo off. You got Randy Orton coming out, talking. Randy Orton's coming out. Then Bobby Lashley comes out. They start talking a little yip yabba jib jabbing, and then you got the Big E is out here talking trash.
I was like, where'd the fuck this come from? But we already knew, though, because he kept saying, I'm going to cash in. I'm going to cash in. I'm going to cash in.
It was interesting. So I like the three going back and forth. I will say this, though. Bobby Lashley's a man. Bobby Lashley is world champion material. Bobby Lashley's that guy. I love Big E. I'm really big fans of the New Day. But I do not agree with taking it from Bobby like this. The only reason is because Bobby could have made E in a competitive match. You know what I mean? Like there was that you could have, because when you look at Big E from a physical standpoint, if you think somebody would be able to go toe to toe and do what it does with Mr. Lashley, it's physically someone like E, and the way that E moves in the ring is no less believable. I think that this could have been a built program and then let E go over in that program.
Long-term booking. It could have been a great long-term booking storyline. And I think they dropped the ball on it a little bit. When I think they had Bobby lose the title for whatever reason. I think they need to finish off, and I don't want to see it. I'm speed search the fuck out of it.
Yes.
It's him and Bill Goldberg. That's what they're trying to do. But they're doing it so Goldberg could get his W, right? Without Bobby losing the title to him, which fucks it all up. And then they're going to have this whole thing with Big E. But they could have had this whole thing with Big E no matter what. And then instead of Goldberg having his match, maybe he fucked over Bobby Lashley at the end.
That's what I would, yes.
Wins, right? Look, WWE, hire us. We know what we're doing.
I would have there's just different ways that they could have handled that whole thing.
It was a shock, though. It was a big shock.
Very, very, very big shock. But once again, I'm not stating that I don't want to see E as the champion. That's not what I'm stating. What I'm stating is that I just think that they could have did it a certain way. But then you know what though? maybe I should shut the fuck up because I appreciate how they protected Bobby. They obviously protected him in the sense of he just had a match. Already. His knee is fucking hurting. Big E comes out. He's like, what the fuck? They're like, you got to do this. And then he gets slapped and he's like, fuck it, let's roll. And then they go down and then they do their business. E wins. I don't think Bobby had a problem putting E over. I guarantee you though, Bobby may have said in the back of his head, like, oh, we can't. Bobby probably had like the reaction that Stone Cold and Brock had. Like, on Raw? Like, Raw, nigga, we couldn't do this shit. Like, at least at Extreme Rules, let us get a little something in here. Fuck. Maybe at the Crown Jewel. Fuck, man. Like, why couldn't Goldberg fuck me there? But you know what I mean? But I guess Goldberg maybe fucks him at Extreme Rules, and then Crown Jewels, you're gonna have the Goldberg going against the Bobby Lashley. And then over there in Saudi Arabia, you're definitely gonna have the Goldberg winning. Because last time he went over there, he took that L.
Dude, it's just the Goldberg thing needs, and it's unfortunate this is how they did it, right? But it's soon. I'd rather have it sooner rather than later in regards to Goldberg. Get that shit out of here. We don't need it. I'm done with it. But
oh my God, why are we not seeing this?
What?
It's right in front of our faces.
What?
Are we about to get a in this upcoming year? Do we soon get Bobby and Roman? Do we get Bobby Brock now? Like, what happens? Because we have the WWE draft.
They're all at the Crown Jewel.
We're looking too small here. So you got Brock versus Roman going on in at the Crown Jewel. Now you can't tell me that Roman Reigns ain't sit back like, I could probably make some money over here with Bobby if I'm the babyface.
Yeah.
But then because I don't care what no one says. Paul Heyman's going to double cross Roman Reigns. He's not going to double cross the Brock Lesnar. So what happens? So what happens here? We get the double cross. You got Roman as the baby face.
All right, explain. All right, we all at the Crown Jewel, right? Boom, at the Crown Jewel.
Well, I don't know if he double crosses him at the Crown Jewel, or does it have to be at the Crown Jewel? Maybe it does. I don't know. But I can't say when it's going to happen, but I know, at least in my heart, I believe that Paul is going to end up. Oh no! Well, actually, it would make more sense for Paul Heyman to screw over Brock Lesnar. He is the older one.
That's what I think he's doing, and I think everyone expects Paul Heyman to screw over Roman Reigns, so they might do that double thing. You thought
where him and Roman were on it the whole time.
Yeah, like letting the audience think like, haha, you stupid fools and stuff like that. But probably like, he said, hey, Paul, how come you didn't tell Roman I was here? He probably told Roman, and then they're acting like it on camera, like act like I didn't know. Let them make. Of
course, right. That's how the writing's going. It's gonna be interesting. But going back to my comment about Bobby, I'm not here for a babyface Bobby Lashley.
No,
I don't need a babyface Bobby Lashley.
No,
I can deal with an ass kicking Roman Reigns though as a babyface. So having Roman versus Bobby, MVP and Paul Heyman, I think it's money in the bank. I think maybe that could be another reason why. And then, do you have those guys going back and forth like, The Rock and Triple H did for a little bit, where, they trading the title a little bit back and forth to another top guy. And then eventually, you know what I mean? You kind of like sequester them off, but I'm interested. Or then,
but we're forgetting about the money. The money maker is Brock. We already saw Brock versus.
Well, they only got Brock for a year and a half.
Brock versus Bobby Lashley is what I take my money. I don't care. That's the match I want. So I want
but then Bobby. But here's the issue: Brock can't beat Roman at the Crown Jewel yet, can he?
So that's the thing I was wondering. No, he can though, because here's why. Because remember, Bobby doesn't have the title anymore. He could get drafted wherever Brock is.
No, but what I'm stating is that for Roman Reigns. Do we have Roman lose to Brock after Roman hasn't lost in 380 something days? Is this the guy that we need to have break that streak? Does he need another streak on top of the title again? Is it, you know what I mean?
But what's the best time to do it? Because look, like you said, clock is ticking. We have a year and a half with Brock. When will we get Bobby versus Brock then? Because you only have the Crown Jewel, Extreme Rules. That doesn't matter, right? Okay, because Roman's versus Finn Balor, aka the Demon, aka the fucking pause button until Brock Lesnar comes in, aka sorry, Finn Balor, I do respect you. But with that being said,
I respect him too, but I'm not watching that match with Roman.
Oh, my wife saw it the first time. I'm like, you want to see that beautiful man? He's like, oh, he just looks like a pretty boy. Yeah, that pretty boy's 40. She went 40. She's like, that's way more impressive now. That man is good looking. I'm like, see,
I get it, but I'm not watching him and Roman. It don't matter because
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Who cares? I know what's about to happen. I don't give a damn.
I already saw him versus the Usos on SmackDown. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like it's right there. That's all I
exactly. So I don't know what they're doing, but I know that this is what I do know. I know that I want, even if Bobby isn't in the title picture, I'm hoping that you got to give if you want to create these main event stars, you have to give them, like, for instance, The Undertaker. He was a main event guy, but he wasn't always in the main event. But he was having main event level feuds. So Bobby may not
spoke for himself, though. That's why.
Well, yeah, I'm throwing but maybe the Undertaker's not a good name to compare with Bobby Lashley. But in the sense of, well, no, like his character, like, when he was the American Badass, if he wasn't in the title picture, at least he had other main event kind of level feuds or a feud that's highlighted the show. All I'm saying is that Bobby.
I would compare it more to Randy Orton because here's
there we go. Use Randy. Doesn't matter to me. Randy, I'm just stating that I want him. Yeah, like all I care about is I want him to still be highlighted within the show because Bobby does something. Bobby's got it. He's got it all. But him and MVP are a great fucking pair. And then also, like, I don't know. I have no problem with Bobby losing, but we need Bobby Lashley. We do. You do.
Yeah, he's not young. Yes, he takes care of himself, but we have to remember the clock is ticking. When we were kids, 10 years, like, we didn't realize how fast that went. The Rock and Stone Cold out of our lives just like that. John Cena out just like that. Bobby's already old. I give him 3 more years tops.
But to be honest with you, that's all you need from Bobby. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it like this. You've just got Bobby in the main event picture. Now you keep him there for the 2 or 3 years. Then by the time he's ready to go, you're ready for him to go. It's a mutual. It's a good business decision. But you still have a lot within them 2 to 3 years. There's a few things that you could do with Bobby.
Oh, we forgot though. Fuck.
There's some money to make.
No.
Now what?
Yeah, but remember, this could get all fucked up with Bobby, Roman, and Brock because of WrestleMania. The rumor is it's going to be The Rock versus Roman.
I thought that they were doing. Now I was reading. I know what you read. I read some reports saying that, but then I read reports that they want to wait until California to do something with them, with Roman and Rock.
Why California?
Because WrestleMania is because it's going to be WrestleMania. It's going to be California. I think after
Hollywood.
This year.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously it goes hand in hand with The Rock. Then whatever the case may be.
Never mind. I lied.
But it could be either way.
Yeah.
I personally want Brock and Bobby. I need Brock and Bobby. But the issue is that you can't have it right after his issue with Roman Reigns because I want there to be the threat of Bobby to potentially win. And you won't have that same threat if it's directly after him and Roman Reigns beefing because you're going to know that no matter win or lose, Brock is going to have to come out of that winning the next feud.
Yeah.
That he's in. So I don't want to see that, but it's interesting. But
you can't have your big dudes like that taking L's like that. You lose the nostalgia of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, left and right. You gotta build up to it, make it make sense.
Yeah.
So now we're going on to the next match, which is going to be Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler. It bothers me that listen, this whole Nia Jax Shayna Baszler shit. You got to put the shit to bed. Because at one point in time, they were beefing. Then you continue to make them a team. Now they're beefing again. Figure it out. I speed searched it personally.
I did too because I feel like I'm getting the same shit over and over again. We're just changing the This is the female version of Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and
we're tired of them.
I'm tired of it, bro. Like, can you go and wrestle someone else? Like, is the roster that thin? Is Vince mad at everyone? Like, what the fuck?
Listen here, pal. They're just not getting it done. So, well, all right. We speed searched it because it was like, fuck that. Alexa Bliss came out.
They can move together. They're both great wrestlers. Let's give them the credit. Like it was a good.
Oh yeah,
match. It's a good match. It's just like
because we didn't care. Yeah, like I just saw you motherfuckers last week. Like it's a whole bunch of catty bullshit. I don't give a fuck.
But Alexa Bliss added that, like you said, like you were about to say, added that spice to it.
Let me tell you something. White women aren't my cup of tea. They're not. You know, I say, you know, if somebody's attractive, whatever the case may be. But, you know, I tend to be more of an ethnic kind of man. You know, when I say ethnic, I mean black or Spanish. That's really the limit. That's the limit. For me, at least. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah.
But something about, I don't know if it's because I also follow Alexa Bliss on the Instagram machine, because so I know how beautiful she is, or even the fact that she can dress up as crazy weird shit.
I thought you were a Charlotte. Charlotte did it for you last time. Now it's Alexa Bliss, or is it both?
Here's the thing. Charlotte has her moments. No. But Charlotte doesn't consistently look like a bad bitch to me all the time. Whereas like Alexa, like what? I feel like Charlotte. Like, I'm just being real. Like, it's not all the time that Charlotte Bank is like you know what I mean. She don't do it like that for me. But let me tell you something. That little motherfucker Alexa Bliss. Oh goddamn! It's the she's eyes. Got like the perfect. She's got the, and then the whole gimmick. I get it. I'm with it. And it's honestly perfect for someone smaller. It gives her more of a threat. Because you know what? It's like, I'm giving her character the same respect that you gave the Bray Wyatt character when they were doing weird shit. The same respect you would give Kane and The Undertaker when they're doing their supernatural. I roll with it, baby. I roll with it because I'm here for it, because I will let the you know my suspense, you know what I mean, like my belief be suspended for a second. And she hasn't pulled me wrong. I don't know what happens with her and Charlotte right now. I think personally I would love to see Alexa Bliss as the champion, but Charlotte Flair is on a hot streak. So I think that Charlotte beats her, then you send her down to SmackDown and maybe put her in there.
Yeah. That'd be a good move.
And
no argument there. No argument there. I agree with it. Do you think because Wyatt's been throwing like tweets here and there, subs, you think he comes back? You think he helps her? Or you think he's done with WWE?
No, his ass is going to fucking AEW.
Is he really?
He's going to go to AEW, and we're going to see him as like we've never seen him before. And he's either
I'm excited for that.
It's either going to be really good or really bad. I feel as if Bray Wyatt's one of them people that it's either going to be like, oh, they fucked up not letting you do your thing, or it's going to be like, oh, I know why Vince McMahon never let you be you on television. It's either going to be one of the two. And I get it. He gets a little mad on the Instagram machine and the Twitter machine when people are saying the mean comments. He's telling people be nice, think about what they're saying, their words could whatever. I get it. But it's either going to have one or two effects on your big homie. You're either going to do really good or you're going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking suck, this next match, I did not watch it because I could give a fuck about any of the six motherfuckers a part of this. We had the Jinder Mahal with Veer and Shanky versus the Viking Raiders and Drew McIntyre. I'm so sick of Drew and Jinder that I give a fuck about everything around them in regards to when they're going against each other. I'm not here for it. You haven't done enough to build Jinder as a legitimate threat to me that him and fucking Drew McIntyre should even be having this fight. I
Jinder's
get it.
That fucking glorified jobber now, and it makes me upset because he could be so much more.
Well, he was the
champion, no, but it was not.
No, but fuck him. No, him having the championship doesn't mean anything to me. They fucking, that was just
that was terrible.
But I mean, his booking, like, there's nothing about him that makes me say, hey, you know what? I want to take this fella serious. You know what I mean? Like it's like, like you got him out here with fucking, like, I don't even know. Like, I only like, fuck it. Just, I speed searched the whole thing. I didn't give a shit.
Viking Raiders, though. Team Viking Raiders all day, though.
They're fucking over the Viking Raiders. They got to figure out what the fuck they want to do. And whoever the big one is, that's the star. Even though the smaller...
You say it every time.
You're so fucked up. It's like, yo, that big dude... Yeah, that fat one. Yeah, he the one.
I didn't say the fat one. I said the big one. The big one has it. I may not remember his name, but that doesn't mean anything. All right.
Eric and Ivar. And Ivar's the big one.
Well, listen. Team Ivar. So the next match, because they had the 24/7 spot, whatever. The next match, Damien Priest versus the Jeff Hardy, and these boys went at it. And
Speed search.
Speed search. You put on Speed Search.
Okay,
I actually watched the match.
It was a good match, but I was just like, okay, here's why.
Just how they announced the crown jewel already. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Finn Balor is then fighting Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. They already have Sheamus and Damien Priest at Extreme Rules. I don't give a fuck. If I already saw Jeff Hardy chasing the 24/7 belt, dude, I don't care.
That's crazy. Niggas ain't got to bring up the past like that, though. That happened like 2 weeks. It happened weeks ago, Charlie Murphy. Weeks ago.
I'm just saying. Listen, I don't give a fuck.
All right, well.
We're just getting listen, it's the same thing we're getting with fucking Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre. I'm getting the same shit with Sheamus and then Damian Priest. And then you throw Jeff Hardy's poor old ass in there looking like Hot Topic, like at 45 years old. It doesn't do it for me. I'm over it. Jeff Hardy. Yeah, he needs to either do another gimmick, or they have to stop putting him in there as if he's this single. He's a single wrestler legend, like a legend, a single fighter, right? He's a tag legend. He's not a singles legend.
I think there would be a lot of people who would want to come and fight you after what you said. I'm not one of them, but I think a lot of people would get upset.
Well, because he did the Willow thing. The Willow thing was fucking awesome. He is a tag team legend.
No, listen, hold on, baby. Think about this. You got to remember, this is Jeff Hardy now, baby. The same Jeff Hardy that was a WWE champion, baby. The same Jeff Hardy that went over to TNA and was a single star, baby. Then after that, he decided that he was going to go and then he was going to tag on the indies before coming back to the WWE, baby. I'm saying the Jeff Hardy know what he's doing a little bit when it comes to single competition.
Oh, listen to me. Oh, you mean Jeff Hardy that was so fucked up that Sting had to end the match in 30 seconds, Jeff Hardy. The Jeff Hardy that
I think it was longer than 30 seconds.
The same Jeff Hardy you said last week was like, I'm tired of them giving him chance. Look, are we switching fucking egos right here? Is this
I'm not switching the ego. I'm not switching egos, but what I'm stating is that
is this Freaky Friday right now? Is this Freaky
Friday? No, because the whole thing is because my thing with Jeff is because match with Damien Priest, one showed me that it was like, oh, I forgot Jeff knows actual wrestling moves. It's interesting, but like he was actually using like some wrestling moves. I was like, oh,
it wasn't high flying. Yeah, he could lock and move. You know what I mean?
So. Yeah, and then it still has like little high fly effects to him. But one thing it made me realize with Jeff is that if I like Jeff, but then I don't like Jeff. Like I like when I see Jeff, I think of old Jeff and it gives me the old school butterflies. But this new school shit, like, nah. But listen, perfect person for Damien Priest to eat.
You're gonna hate what I'm gonna say. Jeff Hardy's in the singles division is just another Christian Cage to me. I said it. Look, watch this. Watch. Here you go.
Yo. The amount of disrespect that's going on right now. I didn't even know. I would think that Jeff Hardy fucking went in there and shit on your fucking kitchen counter for you to say some shit like that. Christian Cage?
Yes. The man he was in the TLC years with. Yes. Christian Cage.
As a single competitor, Christian Cage couldn't hold fucking Jeff Hardy's jockstrap even when Jeff was fucking drunk. And I mean in the sense of like the amount of people giving a fuck. No one gave a fuck and gives a fuck about Christian Cage. He just was goddamn main event in this Impact Wrestling shit. And I looked at it and was like, do I want to watch to see Christian Cage versus this other fella I have no idea about?
Would you pay to see Jeff Hardy in the main event right now?
God, no.
Would you pay to see Christian Cage in the main event?
Hell no.
Exactly my fucking point.
But I also wouldn't pay to watch monkeys jerking off either. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I wouldn't pay to see any of these motherfuckers do any of this shit. Like, they all fucking suck.
We're only giving a fuck about Jeff Hardy because of what he did in his tag team divisions. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't fucking give a fuck about him looking like Willow, looking like the fucking tree thing from Pan's Labyrinth. I
love it.
I don't care.
That makes my heart warm. Okay, you're
when
right.
When you wear a compression shirt and then your love handles are hanging over and you're still doing
Yeah.
I don't care.
He is
No.
getting a little big. I never liked big Jeff Hardy. I like,
And he got popped for steroids one year. How are you gonna get popped for steroids and you don't look like you take steroids?
It's hilarious. I don't know, but I could tell you right now. So
But Damien
next,
Priest is the man.
yeah, Damien, yeah,
Damien's the man.
Damien Priest has it. Damien Priest was as flexible as he was. Jeff Hardy did this pin to Damien. His like legs went over his head, kind of sort of thing.
Oh,
And I
he
was
almost
like,
ruined. That was one thing. He almost messed it up. His shoulders barely got off. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, but he's flexible. Shit. Like, Damien Priest is good. Like Damien Priest has got it. I think that I definitely think that Vince McMahon and them are also probably thinking like, listen, because of his age, he's another one we only got like a few years with, but we can make these years. We can make them pop.
Wait, how old is Damien Priest?
I think Damien Priest is in his late 30s, early 40s.
No, he's that old?
Yeah, but he's fucking Spanish, so fucking he's 39 years old. So
39?
Yeah, he looks like $1 million fucking bucks.
Dude,
fucking, he'll
I
be fine.
swore that man was like 33 years old. He's 39. Jeez, Hispanic
Exactly.
don't panic, son.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
So Damien Priest is gonna be the next dude. We both know it. The minute he becomes the dude, we're gonna buy a whole bunch of merch.
Yeah.
Now, listen. I speed searched this whole series. I don't give a fuck about Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley with Tamina and fucking Natalia. I could give.
We saw it already. We saw it already.
Could give a fuck. Fuck them. Speed
Dude,
search.
like,
no,
what is up with
not
Raw
fucking
doing-
the female performance. They're like, I
No,
like
they can
them,
move.
but I could give a fuck about watching them beef again. I could give a shit.
All right, WWE thinks their fans are stupid. Like, you're just repackaging the same shit. We get the storyline. There's beef here, but now add to it. You don't have to do a fucking recap every time or what happened. What we saw Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley versus the champions, but are not really champions because they're always losing. And then all of a sudden they have singles matches with them. It doesn't make any sense. Do you want the tag champions to be good? Do you want the champions? Do you want them to be heels? Do you want them babyface? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
This is what I know is going on. Fuck them. Let's talk about some other shit that I want to bring up. That honestly, but no, this is the real rap. But when I'm watching SmackDown, when I'm watching Raw, there's a team that I saw that I'm just like, why is WWE doing this to you guys? They're both big dudes. They're both in shape. They're both good looking. It's like you don't need to have them like this doing this Drek shit. T-Bar and Mace.
Yeah, I don't like their gimmick. I don't like this.
Can we get because they can wrestle. Both of these motherfuckers can wrestle. Fucking, I love Dijovic when he was a one-on-one star, and fucking goddamn Dion Maddox or Dion, whatever the fuck his name was. Originally when he was the goddamn commentator, whatever. But then watching him come back into the ring, I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's got something going on. Can we get a repackaging? Could we fucking maybe listen? If we're nervous about these two guys fucking talking, go ahead and get the black manager from NXT, bring his ass up, let him be the manager for these motherfuckers. Like, listen, and let them, like, okay, if people are like, I don't know what should we do with these guys? How about we do this? We fucking give them the APA gimmick without the beer and also without the goddamn gambling thing. All these motherfuckers give a fuck about is just beating the shit out of people. They don't want to win. They don't care about losing. They just looking for destruction. And then their manager is the one that is trying to point them in the right direction. Like, no. We can win the tag team champions if you guys aren't such assholes. We've all seen in we've all seen in animes, we've all seen in cartoons. You get the really strong motherfuckers who just don't got it completely right in the brain. If you want to give them the deranged gimmick, go ahead and give it to them. Let the manager be the motherfucker driving the car, and let these motherfuckers just, like, you know, when he says like go crazy, then they go crazy. But fucking fix it. Fuck.
They just have them there as fucking placeholders, and I don't know why, man. They're talented. I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, the APA thing would be perfect, right? Like that would be awesome. But
remember, I don't want them. I just want them to go out there kicking ass. Yeah,
like just there, like dude, like Legion of Doom, just there for fucking destruction. That's all that matters.
That's all I give a fuck about.
But they got to get rid of the mascara. I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously that you're gonna whip my ass and I see some mascara in your eyes. Unless you're the Undertaker.
That's what but you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like they gotta figure out what they want to do with these guys.
He looks like a member from Milli Vanilli. Remember the guys that were lip singing and they kept skipping and skipping?
Listen, it's a
If you can't pull it up right now, pull up Milli Vanilli and then pull him up. I don't know if you could do that. That shit is so they look exactly alike.
Oh, nigga.
Am I lying?
Wow.
Can you pull it up? Can you put it on the screen?
Wow. That's a little aggressive.
No, it's not.
That's a bit aggressive. You ain't had to call it. You damn, he does.
He does. Now pull him up. Now pull him up.
Nah, he does. That's crazy. And then can you still see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm laughing because I'm looking at.
All right, so hold on, and then we'll show a video of this kid. Look at this guy right there.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! But then look at them. Look at them though.
They look good.
They fucking look great. And the fact that we're just in Omos is good God. But they go fucking do something with these guys. Omos, he fucking scares me. Let me tell you something. This whole Mansoor and
order, it's fucking hilarious.
Fucking this whole Mansoor and Ali thing. I'm fucking like, listen.
I'm done.
Ali is a dude. Mansoor is not a dude. Like, no, can we let Ali be great? Can we let Ali be great? Like, who right now is an Intercontinental Champion?
Shinsuke
Nakamura? Yeah, what I need is Ali to get drafted to SmackDown. And what I need him to do is go to Shinsuke and go, yo, I'm going to need you to come up off this title real fast. And I'm going to need them to let Ali make that some bitch relevant and make a motherfucker care, because Ali is a dude. Ali could be first of all, I think Ali would be a great babyface, because look at him. Everything about him screams babyface. The way that he sells his babyface shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be an over the top babyface.
Not a Ricochet.
Be a dude. Ricochet sells like I'm just gonna be honest with you. Me and my partner have looked at Ricochet when we're in the ring, and we're just like, he sells like he wants to get fucked. Every time Ricochet's in the match, I think that he wants to get fucked. Are we wrong? Look at the way he falls. He always falling ass up first. He's always showing that his arch is a wonderful and amazing thing. It's just like, Ricochet, why are you just your ass jiggling way too much in these matches? Like, you were just being like, I get it. He's with the American Ninja chick, but let's not forget there's the video out with him going knuckle deep. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait,
now,
what?
Yo, y'all didn't know about that?
No, what?
Oh, you really are straight. So listen. What
happened with Ricochet? What?
Yeah, he's got a masturbation video with him going knuckle deep. Yeah, but I guess, listen, Austin Theory did the same thing. It's fine. It's fine.
Listen.
You I guess you heterosexual men just like the whole prostate thingy thing. Yeah, it's fine.
Listen,
I guess so. Not my cup of tea, but yeah, go ahead. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, do your thing.
First of all, I didn't even know when you sent me that video of Kenny Omega putting his hands in between cheeks. I didn't even know that shit. I'm like, listen, I'm all for equality and shit. Like, it don't matter to me, but damn, I didn't know that.
Shout out to Matt Riddle when his video got released. It was just a video of him jerking off, sending it to some chick. Like, I'm gonna fuck you hard, but no fingers went up his asshole.
And Seth Rollins when he said that fucking
selfie, little meat Rollins. That's what we call him in my household.
And I felt bad. I was like, is it because he's just such a big guy? It looks
he's only 6 foot. The dick is like 5 inches. Oh yeah, his dick is like 5 inches. He'll be all right.
Damn, I saw it. I'm like, going off the First of all, I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, you want to hear some wild shit? Listen up. This show has gone off the fucking cuff. The weirdest.
Oh God!
Listen, the weirdest dick I saw in WWE was Lars Sullivan. You remember Lars Sullivan?
I do remember Lars. I've never. Didn't he
said a bunch of shit like real
racist and homophobic stuff, right?
Homophobic stuff.
But then he did the gay video.
Gay porn. Dude blowing him, and I showed my wife this. Is the thing she says to me. She's like, oh, what's wrong with it?
Wait, was he blowing somebody?
No, he was. So he's not gay because he was getting blown. Like Cartman said, it's not gay. Whatever he said.
Let me tell you something. It's gay. if you let a man suck your dick, and then your dick responds of getting hard, and then after that, when you finish and you shoot the sperm, it makes you double gay. So I gotta say, Laz is double gay. All those he's gay as shit.
Anyways, I don't know how we got on the dick on dick crime conversation, but
that was amazing though. Fucking just listen here, Coach.
The best thing that you said is, "Oh, you really are straight." I had no idea.
No, I had to be an asshole. You know what I mean? I gotta be fucking
damn knuckle deep. Oh,
yeah, both of them, Austin Theory and fucking Ricochet. They were getting after it, fella.
I can see Austin Fury, but now
Austin
Ricochet.
Theory.
Now
not
Ricochet.
for nothing. Austin Theory, like you said, if I think Austin Theory would probably be the best representation. If we find out that Austin Theory, let's say that Austin Theory is like me, he crosses both sides of the street. That could actually be advantageous for WWE because you know what? He's not a fucking punk. If you saw Austin Theory in the street, no matter who you are, man, woman, or child, you're gonna think twice before you say something to him sideways.
Too. He can wrestle.
And he actually can go in the ring. But then but I'm just saying, if Austin Theory's walking down the street, a lot of motherfuckers aren't gonna be trying Austin Theories, no matter if he's fucking wearing a goddamn halter top or he doesn't wear a halter top. You see what I'm saying?
He's like a younger Finn Balor. He's a young Finn Balor.
He's a young big Finn Balor. It's like he ate Finn Balor for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It just was like, I'm still hungry. He's you know who he is? He's Finn Balor mixed with fucking John Cena. If John Cena and Finn Balor had baby, it comes out like Austin Theory.
How about it fucking threw me wild though? Finn Balor.
For the record, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, I don't give a shit about all that. I just was stating that Ricochet's ass looks, because you compare somebody to Ricochet, and I was like, they don't sell. Like Ricochet sells like he wants to fuck
with great ass comes great responsibility. That's all I'm gonna say. So
I think I'm bottom heavy too. Like my squat game is like leg day is a real big thing for me. But if I was a wrestler, I would not be bouncing around the ring like I want to be fucked at the end of every match. It's just not going down, Chief.
And let the people know again, you're allowed to say this because you are part of the community.
Yeah, I'm a part of that fucking community. Listen, motherfuckers, I cross both sides of the street. That means I like men and women. I happen to be dating this fucking Puerto Rican man who's taller than me, and I fucking can't stand it sometimes when I gotta look up at his ass. But it's cool. I love you and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying, B? I love you, B. Remember that, but you still ain't shit. You got something in your head. You should let me punch it out. Now, like we have the Patrice O'Neal got the joke about if he was gay, he in a relationship, he was like, yeah. That's something in your head. Let me just punch it out. We do that to each other every now and then. But regardless, I could talk this shit about these motherfuckers going knuckle deep because I think that it's in the wheelhouse. Knuckle deep. Now, all right. Now on to the shit because you remember I gotta get out of here a little bit. I do have some other stuff.
Dewdrop up on the speed search.
That was a speed search. Listen, they do my girl Dewdrop right. Take the name off Dewdrop. Let her. I want to see her kill Eva Marie. Like kill the character Eva Marie, so we never got to see that bitch again. They had Karrion Kross doing the interview.
Oh, that's aggressive, sir.
No, I said kill the character.
Oh,
not the woman.
I
said the character. Yeah, no, I meant the character because if you got to get rid of the whole character. Just you should pay Eva Marie to do like other things, not in the wrestling. Like. They have a whole field of like media, digital shit, and they got movies. Find a spot for her there. Get her out the goddamn wrestling ring. I want to watch my wrestling. Now, Karrion Kross, they had him doing a promo saying he's going to hurt every single person. This should have how Karrion Kross should have started out. When he's got the suit, looking menacing, being mean and an asshole. That's the Karrion Kross I want to see. But I don't want to see Karrion Kross looking like a fake-ass Leonardus from fucking 300. You dig what I'm saying, baby? I'm not here for it.
Wasn't he like what was the rumor that he was a hitman for the mob before wrestling? So he dressing just like that. You never heard of that?
Was that his gimmick?
No. That's a real life rumor. He was a hitman for the mob.
That's what they said?
Look that shit
possibly.
Up right now. He looked like it.
I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to keep it because I got a lot of because we still got all of SmackDown.
I know.
But I want to get that's interesting. All right, now. Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton. People, y'all already saw it. Y'all know what these
good ass match too.
Oh, these motherfuckers went after it. I have a question.
What
is Randy Orton's cycle? Because some weeks he comes out there looking not too much in shape, and then certain weeks he looks like sex on fucking wheels. What is Randy doing?
I think with him, I don't. It's like the Triple H effect, where like one week he's carb loaded, and 1 week he's keto.
I got you. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
Like he's looking, it's weird. He's looking better and better now. I think the shorter his beard gets and the more porno mustache he gets, the more in shape he gets. I don't know what it's about. He be shaving more and more, but I think also he's working with Riddle, and Riddle's probably like, "Yo, man, you can't be looking like a dad around me, bro." Like,
hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. Do you want to go ahead and do some jujitsu together, Randy? Because I really choke people out for fun. And that's why I could talk like this. Because Randy, I would in a legit fight. I fuck you up, Randy. So come on, come wrestle. Hey. Now,
and Randy's like, "Yes, I'm gonna do my sit-ups."
Yeah, he's like, listen here, Riddle. I'm gonna do my sit-ups and shit over here. Like,
yeah,
he do all the jujitsu shit. Randy look like somebody who'll shoot you. Like, and that's why I like Randy. Like, I feel like Randy would be like, hold up, Riddle.
Randy looked like he got a little racism still in him. Like he looked like he still got a little racism.
Who doesn't?
No,
let's
but
be honest.
A little extra, like a little. He got.
He doesn't. He doesn't give me that. No, if I was gonna say if any of them gave me, there's no star on there that I see that I'm just like, they probably got a little racism in me. Like unfortunately, they got rid of one of my favorite characters, Zeb Coulter. I used to love like his.
Was that the one with that was the one with the Trump tweets?
Sneak in across the border. When he said that shit, he said they're sneaking across the border. I said this nigga's crazy. And then one of them's an American, the other one is an immigrant that he has on his side. And then they beat it. Then they got the We the People niggas win at WrestleMania. Yo, that character. And then I think that he did say something about black people too when he went up against somebody black. But it was completely entertaining and hilarious, and I went with it. I don't. And
let me frame. I'm not saying that I don't.
I like a little racism on the side.
I don't think Randy Orton's racist at all. I'm not saying it, but like his character, the way he carries himself, like with the mustache now, I'm like, ooh, he got a little like he looked.
Randy like gives me that like he like big drug dealer feels in the back, like big, like that's what I look at his character. I'm just like, oh, he looks like the fucker. You know who he looks like? Who? He looks like the Spanish dude from fucking what's the Spanish motorcycle gang? Come on, Sons of Anarchy. What is it?
Mayans.
Yeah, the Mayans. You both said it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Mayans. Yeah. Good shit. That's what he looks like. That main character.
I don't know who that is. I never seen it.
I don't know, but he's aggressive, and I like him. He's aggressive. I like him.
Let's
so keep going on. Listen, match was amazing. Big E comes out, even though not for nothing. Ever since Jim Cornette said it, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this kind of makes Randy Orton. No, I haven't mentioned James E in a while, but no, it makes sense. It does look.
Bitch, what you talking about? You mention him every fucking episode.
Hey, the Drek over. You see, the Drek is talking. James E. This is crazy talking about James E like this. No. All jokes aside. Didn't you have some kind of sympathy though for Bobby Lashley? He was hurting, dropping down. Big E comes out. Nah, we're doing this right now. It does make Big E look a little bit like a heel, even though he's not a heel.
But that's why I'm like, everyone was cheering. I'm like, how is this gonna go over? And it did. I think because of the hate.
People love this shit.
They hate Bobby Lashley so much.
Yeah, they fucking hate Bobby Lashley.
They said, F him and all his muscle. He don't need that title. Go in the back and do something. They said, go to catering. That's what they told him.
Yeah, well, ugh. All right, now listen here. Now, people, we're going to have to kind of speed through this because I do have some plans, but I'll say this before we, this is how we're going to do this. We come out, you got the bloodline. Now we're going to talk about the Smackdown. You have the bloodline and starting out the top of the show. Paul Heyman's doing what Paul Heyman does, which is being a complete order of words, being the one that's entrancing you completely into everything.
The wise
that
man
you
himself. Some respect on that man's name.
Wise man. So
yes, Travis.
I respect it. Now, I can hear myself from you. Am I echoing?
No.
Oh, because I can hear myself coming out of your thing.
No.
Whatever. Okay, cool. All right. As long as I'm all right, we're good. So now they started off. This is what I didn't like about that. You got those three out there. You have Big E coming out, but there was no reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason that whole interaction happened for no reason.
But I think what the WWE is trying to do is like it threw us on our head having Big E win. We had no fucking idea that he was gonna win the WWE Championship. However, I think they're doing it because they're so used to fans guessing. They're so used to this and that they're actually trying to keep us on our toes. Is he going to go after Roman? Is he just going to be on the Raw? They're trying to mess with it all and convolute it so it keeps us guessing because the draft is coming too. You have to remember this.
I get you, but then here's the issue. Roman Reigns' title is more significant than Big E's. They're both the champions of their respective brands, because you see Big E kept his title right here while Roman is like, I'm the man up here. Like the whole thing was just like, it just didn't make any sense.
Because if Big E would have did it, it would solidify they're doing something. So he's like, oh no, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like and so it's like and to be honest with you, Finn Balor is great to look at, but only when I have a reason to look at him, in the sense of when you got a meaningful feud or something like that. I could give a fuck about his match. But listen, I loved all four guys, but it had no reason. But I speed searched it because there was no reason for it to. If there was no reason for me to watch the shit. Shit, they had no reason to take pictures in the beginning. Fuck you, and fuck you. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree.
I appreciate all four of those guys' efforts, but you got the speed search, not because of y'all, but WWE is just fucking up.
It made no sense.
They're just fucking this shit up. Then you had Roman in the back with Paul. Roman, Paul saying, "Well, my tribal chief, Brock Lesnar is afraid of Roman Reigns," and he's like, "Oh, well, how you know he won't be at the fucking goddamn Extreme Rules? Like, he won't be there. How do you know?
How do you know?
Yeah, it's all a fucking sham. They're in on it together. They gotta be. Let me tell you something. I like Rick Boogs because I'm into the fitness community. Like, I like watching the strongman stuff.
Yeah,
there's a guy named Juju. Juju has done some work with Rick Boogs. And then the way that Rick Boogs' videos of just him being like the ultimate meathead lifter, I get it. He's kind of like Rick Boogs reminds me of a more tolerable what's the fucker's name who used to the friends with Gronk. Mojo Rawley. I mean Mojo, right?
Yeah.
Mojo, not Mojo Jojo, but Mojo Rawley. He seems like a more tolerable Mojo Rawley. The issue is that I could give two fucks about the whole thing. Like, do something meaningful with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. I don't need to see them Rick Boogs and shit.
Robert Roode gets no respect, man. He's just like glorified jobber, and it's so stupid because I told you he gives me Triple H vibes. That man could have been something. He could have had that. Oh, excuse me, that like cerebral assassin type shit. But no, they just threw him to the side. What? Because he's 40, 43? Like, everyone in the WWE is fucking old right now. Matt Riddle is 37 right now.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Matt Riddle looks amazing for he does not look that old. And then how old is Dolph Ziggler?
He has to be like 38. Let me look.
I got it. Don't worry about it. He's 41. He looks amazing for 41.
41.
He's 41. He's in way better shape than I could ever hope to be. Jesus Christ. And fucking you heard what fucking Medusa said. Medusa said it, and then so did Alundra Blaze, whatever, and then so did fucking Nikki Schuber. I guess the guy fucks like a champ. It just doesn't stop. It's like we're going for a heavyweight bout.
Yeah.
Putting him in the dirt. And I guess that's why Amy Schumer broke up with him. She was like, he just looks too good. It's like, damn, bitch, I think therapy would have been good for you because maybe he didn't want to break up with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Just because you're a little big and he was in shape. Hey.
Wait, Dolph Ziggler and Amy Schumer used to date?
Yeah.
Why would he do that to himself?
Maybe he liked her. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like her.
Well, don't get me wrong. Amy Schumer, I think is a let me tell you something. I think
she's part of the machine, and I don't like her.
She's a fucking thief. She steals jokes. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
When you got no business, you better stay away from Patrice O'Neal jokes. All I gotta say, bitch. We've already got the proof that you out here trying to take some of his bits. You leave Patrice O'Neal shit where the fuck it needs to be, and that's with his ass in the ground. Don't be disrespecting Patrice O'Neal.
God forbid you try to call her out on it. God forbid he's like, oh, it's all the Trump heads trying to
no, bitch, you stole from Patrice O'Neal. You dirty skank.
You stole material, and then you're saying, oh no, it's a similar narrative.
Premise? No, suck my dick, bitch. The damn joke sounded basically the same. You're fucking whore. You're worse than Dane Cook. Fuck you. Eat it. Excuse me, not Dane Cook. You're worse than Carlos Mencia. Fuck you. Eat a dick, and you better fucking watch out. All right. Speed search, not like no threats. I meant watch out in the sense of like fucking, you out here stealing material and shit, bitch.
Karma.
I guess,
watch out, there's karma.
Yeah, karma's like a motherfucker. Something else I got the speed search: Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin, because I could give a fuck about either one of those guys. In their feud. Happy Corbin,
it's recycled, yeah. But I like Happy Corbin, but yeah,
it's cool.
Kevin Owens about to leave the WWE anyway, so
yeah, so they're just like fuck him. Let's just beat him into the dirt. Zelina Vega. I'll be honest with you. A lot of SmackDown got the speed search. I only watched the Roman Reigns shit.
We didn't even finish talking about Rick Boogs and his match.
Because it fucking like, who gives a shit? Apollo
First of all, why has Apollo Crews got an accent? It is strong.
He's legit Nigerian.
He is Nigerian, but he never had a fucking accent before this.
Well, no. He's had that accent ever since he's made the change to that character. Like early.
I know. Imagine that you could. It's like Kofi Kingston all over again. Like he was Jamaican, and it was like, no, I'm African but I appreciate the Jamaican culture.
But at least he's legitimately African, so they can at least do it there.
Oh, listen, I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian. Am I going to start speaking like, oh, my friend?
My friend.
No, I was born here. I'm going to speak how I speak.
Well, that's the character I think that he wanted to do. Now listen, then you had the whole
we sound like some haters, and I do not want to be a hater, but it's like because I'm making it clear I respect all these guys and they're fucking awesome and they could really move, and I value all of them except Jeff Hardy, but I could value all of them. It's just some of the things that WWE has them do. It's like you're not getting the best out of them. But what do we know? We don't work in the back. We don't know. Sometimes
we don't. Well, then some of this shit is good. Some of it just isn't. And what I mean by WWE is top heavy in the sense of WWE has to create. You gotta the mid carders. You gotta create some mid carders that we give a fuck about. You know what I mean?
Female intercontinental title, like you said, and
they definitely need that.
I would not speed search it if there was a female mid card title because it would
mean something. But you know what got speed searched? Zelina Vega and Carmella versus Toni Storm and Liv Morgan got the speed search because I was like, I know why you put Zelina and Carmella together, but if you're not going to give them the titles and let them be the asshole heels that people are chasing and let them win by hook and by motherfucking crook, I don't want to see them. They if they're not at the top of the card, there's no, like, you need to fucking use those chicks. You can do something with them, but you don't need to keep beating them into the dirt. I get that they're fucking heels, but you don't got to keep doing this shit. It's fucking stupid. They got the speed search, especially with the stupid goddamn thing about the nose. Fucking go goddamn eat a dick. Now, the Dominic Mysterio and Sami Zayn shit, I think I have made it as no surprise on this show that I am not the biggest Dominic Mysterio fan at all. So if you thought that I was going to watch him and Sami Zayn, you've lost your fucking mind. Now, you know what I did watch? And I was very interested in. And this bitch is becoming so good at being a heel that I am going to soon forgive WWE for doing the shit so early. There is money between Bianca Belair and motherfucking Becky Lynch. I swear for it. Yo, them two.
I told you. I said Becky as a heel is gonna work.
You right. I eat my words. First of all, the manhandle slam. She took the rock bottom. This bitch came out looking like the goddamn Spice Girls. She's a bad bitch. I fuck with Becky.
She gets under your skin the right way too. It's like just enough,
And then you have Bianca Belair. Yo, girl.
Just like
you don't even go here. Yeah, like Bianca Belair. There is something with Bianca Belair as well. Listen. First of all, here's what I think has to happen. That you have to because you're gonna keep Becky Lynch in that title picture down in the main event title picture, right? What I think is you keep the belt on Charlotte Flair, right? Leave Charlotte on Raw. Don't move her. Don't move Charlotte. Don't move Becky. Keep them both where the fuck they at. Put Bianca on Raw. And let Bianca do what Bianca gonna do. I'm telling you, because she needs.
Yeah, but Bianca Belair got to get that. She got to get that.
No, you let her. No, you let her
from Becky.
No,
Because that was a bullshit thing they did to her at SummerSlam.
Nah, but she's not. But you're not gonna get the title for Becky Lynch. I'm gonna tell you the match that they're gonna have. They're gonna have a good match back and forth, and eventually Becky's gonna screw Bianca Belair. She's gonna screw it's you have it a loss that protects Bianca and also puts over Becky being the heel and shit. But I think Bianca needs to go to Raw because you got to keep Bianca in that main event picture because that is a main event style bitch right there. You can't. She's not regular degular like you. She is. What did she say? She's the EST WWE. Yep. Well, I don't. The devil ain't tell no lie. He's ain't tell. Listen, I don't see no damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no lie.
I still need Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
You can get that on Raw. You can get that anytime you want. You see what I'm saying?
Is she coming back? Or like, what the fuck? Do we know?
I don't know, but fucking go ahead and let Bianca go get the Raw title, and then you fucking got the title. It's already made. Sasha comes out. I need you, bitch. I'm following
Bianca
you.
Versus anyone on the other side is great. Bianca versus what's her name? Nia Jax's partner.
Shayna Baszler would be interesting.
Ooh, yeah, because they're both strong.
And something else too. I think that if anybody could get a match out of Nia Jax as well, it would be Bianca Belair. Now she has to eat Nia Jax, but she could do it. I think, and then because Bianca is big enough and powerful enough to be like, you're just not gonna throw me around this ring like you want to.
Yeah.
But listen, this is I'm running a little bit late. Sorry here, people. We got to cut this short like this. I know we were out here cooking. We really getting into it. But I do got some other things to get done today. But peace, love, and chicken. Do you got any words to leave the people with?
Me? Nothing, man. We gotta catch up on some AEW though.
I know. I was having so much fun lately because you haven't mentioned AEW at all. I wasn't going to mention shit. I was like, you know what? I was like, in my mind, I was like, you know what? He ain't mentioned that shit. I'm not going to mention the Dragon. But all right, I guess you and I can talk.
I just want to end it.
You just ended it on fucking bad vibes. We were having so much fun. I was so happy at the end of this, and now I'm depressed. I guess we'll talk off air to figure out when we want to cover them. All right, so all right, listen here. Peace, love, and chicken. I am Dean. That over there is Gio. This has been the No Sell Podcast WWE edition. We will be back with the Them edition. They'll
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Peace, love, and chicken, man. We out.